What's good, folks? We back. Today, I want to get into Naruto, but not in the way you think. Because Naruto, the story, it ain't just about fighting for real. It's about people who get pushed to their limit and deciding who they gonna be after the fact. And some people, they choose hope, some got hatred, and some want to change the entire course of reality. So today, we not ranking fights. We really talking about the moments that really permanently change characters forever. And the first one we gotta talk about, hey, this man Gaara. Alright, so forget the timeline for a second. Forget about the fight scenes. Let's forget about all that. Let's just look into Gaara's mindset, because people usually reduce his childhood down to he was lonely. Let me tell you, it was way deeper than that. This was a kid who grew up knowing that when he fell asleep, something inside him might wake up and hurt somebody. And it's not because he wanted to and not because he chose to. He was just built that way. So imagine being a kid and realizing you're a danger just by existing. Even when you just standing there doing nothing, everyone around you is afraid, and the village doesn't look at him like a kid who need a little bit of guidance. They see this man as a threat that need to be monitored like a weapon. And you see that parents, they start grabbing their kids, conversation stops when he's around, and nobody treats him normal, and the only adults who are ever around him, they just monitor him like a test subject. And this man's own father doesn't even raise him like a son. He also treats him like a test subject. And on top of that, when he feels like Gaara is unstable, he sends somebody to go assassin him. Imagine being a kid and your parent thinking that the best solution for you is for you to not be here anymore. Every time he trusted somebody, he got betrayed. And every time he hoped that somebody would connect for him, all it did was end in pain. So you could see that with everything he went through, he wanted to control something, and the only thing he could control was other people's fear, because everybody always feared him. That was the only honest thing that was in his life at that time. So that's why he spiraled down an extremely dark path. But when Naruto fought this man, he fought him and he saw that Naruto, he was getting hated on just as much as him. He took it and he still had hope. Listen, even though it seems like the world hated him, he still decided to not hate the world back and just show love to the world. So I feel like that really opened his eyes. Just because the world may seem like it hates you, you could still choose to be the person you want to be. It's still your choice at the end of the day. So this moment was super impactful, but I can't lie, I think it had a little too much influence on him, because that hairstyle and booty toe, oh nah, that's If Gaara represented choosing fear, then Obito represented something even more dangerous. And I feel like Obito, he was really just trying to escape reality, because you look into it, Obito didn't start out broken. He was optimistic, he believed in teamwork, and he wanted to be Hokage. And he believed hard work and loyalty really meant something. And then it really hit him. Listen, he get crushed by saving Kakashi. He thought he was dying. He gives away his eye. He accepts that this is the end of his time. But he survives. And the first thing he sees when he come back to the world is Ren dying at the hands of his best friend. And in that moment, something inside him snaps. Not just because Ren died. I used to believe it too. The whole war started because Ren. But that really was just a snapping point. The world didn't match what Obito believed in. To Obito, good people were supposed to be protected, and bonds were supposed to really mean something. So when Ren died, he didn't just lose her, he started to lose belief in reality itself. Instead of accepting that the world is flawed, Obito couldn't accept pain as a reality, so he tried to replace reality. In Tsukiyomi, it wasn't about power or control. It was about building a dream world where nobody died, nobody suffered, and nothing hurt him again. He became evil because he didn't know how to cope with loss. Even though it seems like Obito only started the war because of Ren, it really wasn't. It was the fact that he saw how cruel the world could be and he wanted to change it. Now, was Ren a huge factor? Yes. Do I think Obito's still weird? Yes. But I do understand where he's coming from, because feeling like you lost someone, it really hurts, and sometimes it's very hard to get over. That's one thing that he could never get over. Alright, so Obito ran from reality. Sasuke, that man built his entire identity around one goal. And this one goal was revenge. And the reason I feel like this mattered so much to him, not only just because his family died, but because at the moment he was only a child and he was too weak to fight back. He couldn't stand up for his parents because he wasn't strong enough. So that's why he acts like the way he is. And after that day, he decided that his entire life goal would be getting revenge for his family. And the way that he sees Itachi alone, and he sees him as the strongest person that he's ever seen up until that point. So he made this theory that being alone will equivalent to you being stronger. And it'll help him achieve his goal. But when he achieves his goal, he gets to know that everything that he's been told is a lie. That really shattered his entire view on the world. Because he realized that Itachi really sacrificed everything to protect him. If your entire identity is built on revenge, and that revenge was based off of lies you've been told, then that's gonna change who you are. And I know you could say, well, Itachi cared about the village, so why did Sasuke start attacking it? Even though Itachi really loved his village, Sasuke, his bond was with his family, and he started feeling like the Leaf Village was thriving because of the pain that he had to suffer. That really affected him and changed who he was as a person. Alright, now let's talk about one of the most powerful moments in Naruto as a whole. We talking about Naruto versus Nagato, or else Pain. But if you look deeper into it, on the surface level, it's like, okay, Naruto, he got all his friends back and it is all happy in there. But if you honestly look into it through Naruto's perspective, you see that this man, he was fighting for his village because he lost his sensei, all these people who he had bonds with and who he cared about. And in that time, he felt a piece of what Sasuke felt when he lost his entire clan. And despite the fact that the people he cared about were all gone, he still decided to forgive Nagato. And listen, that's way bigger than people give it credit for, because he didn't know that Nagato could bring everyone back. He didn't know that at all. He was just like, you know what? Even though you hurt me, I'm gonna still forgive you because I don't want this cycle of hatred to keep going. And that's something that I think is extremely powerful that nobody actually talk about, because when you see it, you just look at the ending, you like, hey, they all back, yes sir, that's what we love to see. No, this man forgave him not knowing that they would come back. He was prepared to lose them and just have memories of them. And to forgive someone for doing that, it's honestly insane. And I feel like it's not talked about enough how crazy this is. People talk about how good Naruto is, but they never actually talk about how powerful that scene is because of the aftermath. When you really look at it, Gaara, Obito, Sasuke, and Naruto, they all walked through the same fire. They were isolated and they lost lots of people and they all felt betrayed by the world. The difference wasn't the pain that they felt, it was the choice that they made afterwards. Because Gaara chose fear, Sasuke chose revenge, and Obito chose to try to escape reality altogether. And on the other hand, Naruto, he chose to cling on to his humanity. That's the real message of the series. Not that pain won't change you, but it will. But no matter what happens to you, you'll still be able to shape who you become. Hey, I can't lie, I think I cooked right there. I might have cooked right there. But if you want to see me cover Naruto again, definitely leave it in the comments and tell me if you want me to do a deep breakdown on Sasuke and why he's overhated. If this video gets enough likes, I'm gonna cover it some more. But listen, if you like this video, you're gonna definitely like this one. Listen, this is about anime fights that changed the characters forever. Hey, we got some Naruto in there, we got some Hunter x Hunter. Hey, definitely go click on that. But with that being said, like, subscribe, hit the note bell if you want to, and it's all still over. Hit the subscribe.